boy's eyes opened slowly. His head was spinning. He tried to move, but his arms and legs were tied to a cold metal bed. Strange blue lights flickered above him. The air smelled like burning wires. This was not Earth. His name was Zane, a normal 17-year-old boy, or at least he was normal before he was taken. Around him stood tall alien figures, their eyes glowing, their skin like stone. They were whispering in a language he didn't understand. Fear gripped his heart. He was not dreaming. This was real. Then she walked in. A girl about his age but not human. Her skin was silver blue, her hair like soft light, and her eyes glowing red. She was beautiful but dangerous. The other aliens stepped back when she came near. Even they were afraid of her. Her name was Kalira. One alien spoke in a robotic translator. The girl will bite the human. If he survives, he is special. If not, it doesn't matter. Zane's eyes widened. What? A bite? He tried to move, tried to scream, but nothing came out. Kalira looked at him. For a moment their eyes met, and in her eyes, he saw something strange. Not hate, not anger, but sadness? She leaned down, her sharp fangs ready. Everyone in the room held their breath. And then she bit him. Zane screamed. Pain shot through his neck. His body shook. His heart raced. Felt like fire was running through his blood. The aliens watched closely, waiting for him to die. But he didn't. Seconds passed. Then a full minute. Zane was breathing, alive. But something was different. His eyes were glowing, just like hers. Gasps filled the room. One alien shouted, "Impossible! Her bite kills all. No one survives." Kalira stood back, her eyes wide. She touched her chest. Something was changing in her too. Her heart, it started beating faster. That had never happened before. Suddenly, alarms blared. Lights flashed red. The lab shook. Zane broke free from the bed. Somehow he was stronger now. He grabbed Kalira's hand. "Let's go," he shouted. She hesitated. But then, she followed him. Together, they ran through the dark hallways. Doors slammed behind them. Guards chased them. Zane didn't know where they were going, or what just happened. But one thing was clear, her bite should have killed him. But it didn't. Changed everything. Zane and Kalira ran through the alien ship, alarms still screaming behind them. Red lights flashed, voices shouted in alien languages, and the sound of footsteps chased them down cold metal halls. Zane had no idea where they were going, but Kalira seemed to know. She pulled him left, then right, then through a door that slammed shut behind them. They stopped for a second. Both were breathing hard. "Why did you help me?" Zane asked. Kalira didn't answer at first. Her eyes were confused, like she didn't understand the question. Then she whispered, "I don't know." Suddenly, the floor shook. The guards were close. Kalira pressed her hand to a glowing panel. A hidden door opened. Inside was a small escape ship. Zane hesitated. "Do you know how to fly this?" She gave him a sharp look. "Do you want to stay here?" He stepped in. The door shut behind them. Kalira jumped into the pilot seat. Lights blinked to life. The ship hummed. Zane sat beside her, still feeling pain from the bite. His body felt hot. His hands were shaking. Something was wrong, or maybe something was changing. The small ship lifted and shot out into space. Behind them, the alien base exploded in flames. The larger alien cruiser started chasing them. Kalira pushed the ship faster. Stars stretched into lines outside the window. Zane looked at her, confused, amazed, and still afraid. "You bit me," he said. "I should be dead." She looked straight ahead. "No one ever survived. You are the first." Zane touched his neck. The bite mark was glowing slightly. His skin felt like it was humming. "What's happening to me?" he asked. "I don't know," she said again. "But I feel it too. Something is different now." Silence fell in the cockpit. The stars outside slowly returned to normal. They were far from the alien base now, hiding in deep space. Zane leaned back in the seat, trying to stay calm. He looked at Kalira. Are you even really an alien? She looked at him with strange eyes. I was made. Not born. I was created to destroy humans. But I'm not dead. No. And because of that, I think they will come after both of us now. Suddenly, the ship beeped. A warning message appeared on the screen. Kalira's eyes widened. They found us. A large alien battleship appeared on the radar. It was coming fast. Zane stood up. We have to land somewhere. There's a planet nearby. Unmarked. Dangerous, she said. Better than dying in space, he replied. Kalira nodded. She turned the ship. The stars turned with her. The small escape ship entered the atmosphere of a dark green planet, glowing with storms. They didn't know what was waiting for them there, but whatever it was, they would face it together. The ship crash-landed in a thick alien jungle. Trees were tall, black, and glowing with strange light. The air was heavy, and the sky above them burned red. Zane opened the hatch and stepped outside. The ground was soft, like it was breathing. He had never seen anything like this. Kalira followed, scanning the trees. They won't stop chasing us, she said. Zane looked around. What is this place? Dead zone, she replied. No maps, no rules. Only hunters come here. Zane didn't like the sound of that. Suddenly, a sound echoed through the jungle. A low growl, not human, not machine. Something was watching them. We have to move, Kalira said. They ran through the strange forest. The plants glowed as they passed. Zane felt strange again, like his body was sensing something before it happened. His bite mark started to burn. Then, without warning, a blast hit the ground next to them. A figure dropped from the trees, covered in armor, with a blaster in one hand and a blade in the other. His voice crackled through his helmet. Target confirmed. Human Zane and hybrid Kalira. Bounty. Alive or dead. Zane grabbed a stick from the ground. Useless, but it was all he had. The hunter moved fast. He shot again. Kalira pulled Zane behind a rock just in time. We can't fight him, Zane shouted. Kalira's eyes glowed. We don't need to fight. We need to trap him. She pointed to a tall glowing tree. That plant eats anything that moves near its roots. Follow me. They ran, leading the hunter closer. The hunter chased, firing blasts that missed by inches. Then Kalira stopped and turned. She shouted, Hey metalhead, come get me. The hunter rushed forward, but the ground under him moved. The glowing roots wrapped around his legs. He screamed as the tree pulled him underground. Silence returned. Zane was breathing hard. That was close. Kalira nodded. He was just one. More will come. Zane sat down under a tree. Why me? Why did your bite not kill me? Kalira looked at him, serious now. Because maybe you're not just human. Zane looked at his hands. The skin around the bite was changing, stronger, darker, almost glowing. Kalira added, Your DNA is changing. Mine too. Something new is happening. Just then, a beeping sound came from Kalira's wrist device. A message. She opened it. A hologram appeared, showing Earth. A girl's voice came through, broken and full of fear. Zane, if you're alive, please come back. Earth is under attack. They're coming for all of us. Zane stood still. His face changed. That voice, his sister's. He looked at Kalira. We have to go. Now. Kalira said nothing, but deep down she knew. If they returned to Earth, it would not be the same Earth they left. Zane stared at the hologram. His sister's face was covered in smoke and fear. They are not just coming. They are already here, her voice said. Mom is gone. Dad tried to fight. They're everywhere. Zane, if you can hear this, help us. Then the message ended. Silence filled the jungle. Zane felt frozen. I have to go back. Kalira looked away. You're being hunted. If you return, they'll track you to Earth. I don't care, he said. That's my family. Kalira's voice was soft now. Zane, there's something I need to tell you. She sat down beside him and opened a hidden panel on her wrist. A file appeared, old, encrypted. "This is my origin," she said. "I wasn't born. I was made in a lab. A weapon." Zane looked shocked. "By who?" Kalira's eyes darkened. "By the same aliens that abducted you. They used human DNA, mixed with something else. I was trained to kill your kind." Zane took a step back. "I didn't ask for this," Kalira added quickly. "But when I bit you, something broke inside me. I feel things I was never supposed to feel." Zane sat quietly. He could see the fear in her eyes. "I think," she whispered, "you changed me." Just then, a strange machine flew overhead. It scanned the jungle and flew away. Kalira stood quickly. "They're searching for us. We don't have much time." They ran through the jungle again. Soon they reached an old alien structure, half buried in vines and moss. Its walls were made of silver stone, humming with power. "What is this place?" Zane asked. Kalira walked to the center. "It's a memory vault. It stores truth." She activated a glowing orb. A voice filled the room. "One day, a human will survive the hybrid's bite. That union will bring balance or destruction." Zane stepped forward. "It's talking about us." Kalira nodded. "It means we are connected. By more than just the bite." Zane felt dizzy. The mark on his neck began glowing again. He touched the wall and the structure lit up. Then the AI voice spoke again. "DNA scan complete. Human subject. Not fully human. Mutation detected." Zane gasped. "What does that mean?" Kalira looked at him. "It means you're changing faster than we thought." Suddenly, the vault began shaking. The alien structure was collapsing. "Run!" Kalira shouted. They escaped just before the building fell into the jungle. Zane turned to her. "We need to go back to Earth." Kalira nodded slowly. "Then we'll need a ship." Zane asked, "Where will we get one?" Kalira gave a half smile. "From the same people who want us dead." The two of them walked into the darkness of the jungle, knowing that the journey ahead would be even more dangerous. But Earth needed them. Zane and Kalira moved through the shadows of the jungle until they reached a hidden hangar. Old, rusted, and nearly forgotten. Inside sat a small alien ship, half covered in moss and dust. It looked broken, but Kalira's eyes lit up. "This ship was used by outlaws," she said. "They hid it here years ago. I can fix it." Zane nodded. "How long will it take?" "Not long," she replied, already opening panels and reconnecting wires. Zane kept watch outside. The bite mark on his neck was glowing again, brighter now. His vision blurred. He touched a tree, and it responded. The bark glowed under his fingers. "What's happening to me?" he whispered. Back inside the ship, Kalira connected the last power line. The engine hummed. They took off before the bounty hunters could find them again. As the stars passed by outside, Kalira pulled up a map. "There's a planet," she said. "Not on most star charts. Forbidden to my kind. It holds old tech. Answers. Maybe a cure." Zane looked at her. "Or maybe more danger." She nodded. "Both." They arrived hours later. The planet was dark, with a green atmosphere and lightning storms circling above. The ship trembled as they landed. The surface was rocky, cold, and silent. Old structures stood tall. Alien temples carved with symbols Zane couldn't read, but somehow he understood. He touched one of the symbols. A flash of light. The ground shook. A hidden doorway opened in the stone. They entered slowly. Inside, glowing walls lit the way. The room ahead held a massive machine, an ancient AI, still alive after thousands of years. The AI spoke. "You are the hybrid. You carry the code of both enemy and savior." Zane asked, "What code? What am I?" The AI scanned him. Then Kalira. "You are two pieces of one future," it said. "You were never meant to meet. But now that you have, the timeline is broken. Earth is in danger." Kalira stepped forward. "Why didn't my bite kill him?" The AI replied, "Because he is not fully human. His DNA was altered long ago by your creators. They made him without knowing it. Zane was shaking now. So I was made? Like her? The AI answered, no, you were born. But your blood carries something ancient. Something powerful. Kalira looked at him. You're the key to saving your people. Or ending them. Suddenly, a siren screamed through the temple. Outside, the alien empire had found them. They had no time left. Zane grabbed Kalira's hand. We have to go. We take this knowledge back to Earth. Kalira hesitated, then nodded. As they ran back to the ship, the temple exploded behind them. In the sky above, enemy ships waited. But Zane's eyes were glowing now, fully. He didn't know how, but he could feel their systems. I can fly us through them, he said. Kalira looked at him. You really are something new. They shot into the sky, heading straight for Earth. The ship flew faster than ever before. Zane was in the pilot's seat now, his hands glowing faintly as they moved across the alien controls. He wasn't a pilot, but somehow he knew what to do. Kalira sat beside him, watching Earth grow larger on the screen. It feels strange, she said quietly. I was made to destroy this planet, but now, I want to protect it. Zane smiled slightly. Same here. As they entered Earth's atmosphere, smoke and fire filled the skies. Cities were burning. Alien warships floated above the clouds, dropping machines and soldiers. Zane's heart dropped. His home was at war. The ship dodged enemy fire and landed outside the ruins of a small town. Zane jumped out and looked around. Everything was damaged. Cars flipped. Buildings crushed. No people in sight. Zane! A voice called from behind the rubble. He turned and saw his sister. She ran to him, tears in her eyes. I thought you were dead. He hugged her tightly. I'm here. I'm okay. She saw Kalira and stepped back, unsure. Zane said, it's okay. She's with me. Kalira nodded silently. Her eyes scanned the skies. We don't have much time. Just then, a loud thump shook the ground. A huge enemy ship landed nearby. The door opened and a tall figure stepped out, armor like shadows, eyes burning red. This was the creator Kalira's maker. His voice boomed. You broke the code, Kalira, and now the boy must die. Kalira stepped forward. He's not just a boy. He's the future. The creator raised his hand. Blades of energy flew toward Zane, but Zane stopped them midair. His hands glowing bright now. Everyone froze. Even the creator looked surprised. You've awakened, he growled. Zane stepped forward, not afraid. You made me. Now I'll finish what you started. A massive fight began. Kalira fought her own kind, spinning, dodging, using everything she had. Zane clashed with the creator, energy and light blasting in all directions. Buildings shook. The sky burned. But in the end, Zane fell. He hit the ground hard. The creator raised a glowing weapon. Kalira screamed and jumped in front of him. Taking the hit, she collapsed in Zane's arms, breathing weakly. Why did you do that? He asked. Kalira smiled. Because I'm not just a weapon anymore. Her body faded, turning to light. Something inside Zane snapped. His eyes burst with energy. He rose into the air, surrounded by light. His voice echoed with power. This ends now. He struck the creator with a wave of energy. The alien screamed and vanished in a flash of white. The sky cleared. The ships above shut down and crashed. The battle was over. Earth was safe, but Kalira was gone. Zane stood in silence, then looked at the stars. Thank you, he whispered. You saved us all. Zane stood in the middle of the battlefield. The sky above Earth was clear now. The alien ships had crashed. The war was over, but Kalira was gone. She had vanished in his arms, her body turning into light and fading away. He couldn't move, couldn't speak. His heart was heavy. She saved me, he whispered. She saved everyone. His sister came beside him. What was she? Zane looked at the sky. Something new. Something we were never ready for. Days passed. People started rebuilding. Cities rose again. The world remembered Kalira as a savior. But Zane couldn't forget her final words. "I'm not just a weapon anymore." He felt lost, until one night, while sleeping, he heard her voice again. Not a dream. "Zane, I'm not gone. I'm inside you now." He woke up, sweating. The bite mark on his neck glowed again. His hands sparked with light. That same night, a strange energy wave hit Earth. Harmless, but powerful. Came from the stars. Zane knew what it meant. She was calling him. A month later, he returned to the jungle planet, the one where it all began. He followed the glowing path to the old ruins. But now, there was something new. A crystal tree, shining with soft blue light. He stepped closer. Inside the crystal, he saw her. Kalira. Still. Silent. But alive. The AI voice from before returned. "She gave her energy to save you. But her mind remains." Zane dropped to his knees. "Can I bring her back?" "Only if you complete the circle." He stood slowly. "I understand." Then, with no fear, he bit into his own arm, right over the mark she left. His blood dripped onto the crystal. Light exploded. The tree cracked. And from the center, Kalira stepped out. Alive. Breathing. Changed. She looked at Zane. Her eyes no longer glowed red, but soft gold. "I felt you," she whispered. "You brought me back." Zane smiled. "You saved me first." They stood together, two beings no longer just human or alien. Something new. Something stronger. Together they returned to Earth. But they didn't stay long. Zane looked at the stars. There are more like her. More like me. Lost. Used. Kalira nodded. "Let's find them." And so, they left Earth on a new journey. Not to destroy. Not to escape. But to protect. This was the story of a bite that should have killed. But instead, it changed everything.